If I lost everything today and had to rebuild my photography business from scratch, here's everything I would do. No expensive camera gear, no fancy studio, just the exact strategy that I'm about to share with you. In this video, I'll share with you how to build a 6-figure product photography business in 2025, so you can skip the years of trial and error that I went through. Step 1 is to choose the right niche. Stay away from advertising multiple different types of product photography services. If you are serious about being a product photographer, you shouldn't have corporate headshots or graduation pictures on your website. It should strictly be product photography work. The goal is to establish you as the go-to photographer. And how can you be the go-to photographer for a niche if you're advertising 5 niches? With that being said, it's important to find a niche that's actually lucrative for you. There's a lot of industries that you may find interest in, however, they might not be the most profitable. Try to find brands that have seasonal launches or new campaigns that they're always pumping out. This is why fashion, cosmetic, skincare, and hair care brands are so great to align yourself with, because there's always something new that they're dropping, which means they always need work. Step 2 is to invest in the right gear. Don't waste your time, energy, and money investing in all of the best equipment up front. Most of it's really not necessary. You need to get the basics, understand how to use it, and maximize what you have available to you. That means starting with a simple camera. I use the Sony a7 III, and it is my ride or die camera. There are some more affordable options, but if you're gonna invest, I would invest in that one. As for the lens, I use a 90mm Sony lens for macro photography. We specialize in skincare, cosmetics, and for me, I find that the macro lens really fits my style of photography. You might crave something that's more on an 80mm or a 50mm. Find out what your niche is, and then do some research as to what camera lens, what focal length is going to be the best for that type of product. Consider the size of the product, if you're going to be doing texture shots, and if you're going to be considering doing lifestyle work with models. Next is the backdrop. You don't need anything fancy. Start with a few basic colors. Don't get carried away with designs. Stick to the basic colors, that way you can use them for multiple different shoots and different types of brands. I love to use club backdrops because their vinyl backdrops are waterproof, they're mess-free, and you can reuse them over and over again. They're also really easy to store. I'll have a link down below for a free backdrop if you're interested in that. Now, here comes the harsh reality. Taking better photos won't magically make you more money. That's not how business works. And that leads us into step 3, building a targeted portfolio. This is not just a collection of your favorite images or all of your work. This is a highly specific and intentional collection of images that speaks directly to your dream client. They need to come onto your website or your portfolio and be like, wow, I feel stupid for walking away from this photographer. And when it comes to creating this portfolio, don't wait for these brands to come to you before you start working on it. Go out of your way to create this portfolio, whether that be using products you already have around your house, going to discount stores like Marshalls and TJ Maxx and buying the kind of products you want to photograph at a really discounted rate. The key is to just start. Something else you could try doing is reaching out to brands and offering your services for free in exchange for reviews or simply to help you build your portfolio. You'd be surprised at how many brands will take you up on that offer. And step 4 is to create high value offers. This isn't just about focusing on the photos. This is about showing that you can deliver results. You need to sell yourself and sell your services. Photography is business and business is sales. Sales is all about hyping up the value. So how do you hype up the value when it comes to product photography? Tell them exactly what they get. Are props and ingredients included? Do you give unlimited licensing? What are the perks that they will receive when working with you specifically? And when you go to price your projects, make sure you're emphasizing all of these bonuses, all of these highlights that they get as a benefit of working with you, because now you've set yourself apart from every other photographer and they feel confident that they're getting the maximum value when they choose to work with you. Another thing you should learn is how to upsell. Upselling is the best way to maximize your revenue, especially when it comes to photography. Upselling can be as simple as including hand shots, including e-commerce images, adding a rush fee for expedited turnaround times. There's so many different ways that you can up the value of every single project to maximize your income. And adding value leads me right into step number 5, and that is the marketing strategy. Marketing goes beyond having a social media account. You'd also be surprised at how many photographers don't have an active social media account. These days, it's essential. And I'm not talking about dancing in front of a camera. That is not necessary. Just take behind the scenes clips while you're working and share them online with high value content behind it. The goal is to not just show your pretty photos, it's to use terminology that's actually going to sell your services. Explain how your photos actually help brands. What is product photography? Why is it so powerful? How does it help with conversion rates? How does it help with reduced return rates? Focus on the benefits of your service, not just the photos themselves. And this positions you as a business investment rather than just another photographer. Now, when it comes to actually getting clients, there are two types of marketing styles. There's inbound marketing and outbound marketing. Inbound marketing is lead generation that happens organically, people that come to you and find you. At the end of the day, that is what your social media presence is meant to be. This vessel that has brands actively finding you while you sleep. But on the flip side, we have outbound marketing. This is where you are actively reaching out and pitching your services to different brands, trying to get them to work with you. If you're not doing any kind of outbound marketing, you don't even have a business, to be honest. A business involves a balance of both. In the beginning, it's going to be primarily outbound marketing until you're able to build that fuel and that fire to then flip the script and shift more towards an inbound marketing strategy, which means you're getting a consistent flow of clients that are reaching out to you and finding you with little to no work. A lot of this comes down to the terminology that you're using. This is why it's so important to have premium branding, because if you actually want to convert those views on social media, you have to know who you're talking to and how to talk to them. So that's exactly how I built a six-figure photography business if I had to start over. And now you might be thinking, great, I'll just go implement all of this by myself. But the reality is it takes more than just knowing what to do to actually put in the work and make it happen. You need proven systems, tested templates, and a structured roadmap to properly implement everything effectively. That's exactly what we teach in our full-time product photographer course. I spent 2 years compiling everything that I've learned from my marketing degree to actual business experience to help you streamline your photography business and build your dream studio. If you're ready to build your six-figure product photography business, then click the top link in the description or scan this QR code to join the other hundreds of photographers who are already finding success in their business. Or if you want to go a step further and actually work with me one-on-one to build a custom blueprint roadmap with your own dedicated business team, I'll have that link in the description for you as well. See you there.